Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Venger Satanis. How's it going? So, I just completed day 2 of GaryCon 2025. Good day. I had another 2 games. The first one was at 9 a.m. It was at Chalt. I ran the same adventure, basically, this time as the last 2 times. But in each session, each variation, there are distinct differences. More so the middle towards the end rather than the beginning. They all kind of start basically the same. But like in any sandbox, the more you play, the more options there are, the more things change, and each just becomes, its own thing. Uh, I really like GMing at conventions for established groups, or like friends, like best friends or friends who've just known each other for a long, long time. They game with each other, maybe on a regular basis. Because they definitely come in with with their own vibe, and it's like half of their character that they're portraying is already established, and they're already in character. They like show up in character to the set, or to sitting down at the game table, and it's like on immediately, which is cool and very fun to see and dynamic as hell, and it really gets things going. And that much energy, it's the energy, I think, that flows and carries it. I can feel it. I know other players can too because they come out of their shell just as much. Um, and even though I'm kind of an introvert, I'm a little bit of an extrovert, but I'm kind of an introvert too. I try to jazz it up a little bit. I try to get more amped up or more in character when I'm doing NPCs or impressions or whatever. Um, and that's some advice that I've known for years, but when you hear advice again, certain suggestions, sometimes they stick with you a little bit more because you're older and wiser, or you needed to hear that advice again in that moment, at that time in your life or on your journey. Um, so yeah, that was great because that was the first session and the second session. The second session tonight was Alpha Blue, and it just got more devolved and depraved and silly. You know those sessions of D&D that you might have played in your youth where sometimes games just kept going and going beyond any logical or rational sense. Like they should have ended an hour ago, but things just kept happening, and the, oops, and things just got sillier and more off the beaten track, and just down the road, or down the rabbit hole with Alice. Yellow brick road. Okay, testing. Um, yeah, so that was great too. But those guys were also drunk, and they also play more silly, and I don't know. It Alpha Blue also is more of a humorous game, so it really quickly went off the rails, and just kind of like we ended up on Chalt through a wormhole. Um, it, it was funny though. We were immersed, and we were laughing like half the time, half the session we were laughing. So, I mean, that in my book is a strong success. So that was awesome. Something happened in the first game today that made me just laugh so hard. Sometimes I laugh. It's something that's genuinely funny, but I kind of like not force myself, but I kind of like jumpstart like a laugh, and then I get into it kind of as I'm laughing, because I just want to enjoy the humor and let other people know that I enjoyed it. And I kind of, it's not like I'm faking a laugh. It's just like I'm encouraging the laugh to come or to go longer or be more. But this one, I just like broke out in a laugh, and I was just like dumbstruck by how funny I thought it was at the time. And I don't know if it'll translate, but we were talking about divine favor and how he was awarded one. His pixie fairy was a female. That was the pre-gen. Um, Wanted to get it on with a stripper at the strip club where the adventure basically starts, and in Agrabah. And so he got it for sexual gratification, which is one of the ways, at least in my con games, that you can earn a point of divine favor, and you get a little polished fuchsia stone to represent that point of divine favor. And so I gave it to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, cool, dude. I got cum rock." I was just like, "Oh my god." Cum rock. I've never never heard it put in terms like that before, but if you're in a vaguely fantasy Middle East city that has a strong demon population and a definite infernal heritage, you're gonna hear shit like that, especially in Chult, where you can't have sensitive ears because shit said all the time that's whack or gross or yeah. And so yeah, he associated the sexual gratification with the stone and the divine favor, and he called it a cum rock. And I just busted out laughing. Other people were laughing too, but I was laughing the hardest. It was so goddamn funny. I'm hungry. I just got back. I got Taco Bell, which I never ever. I literally haven't had Taco Bell in like 20 years, but it was one of the only things around. I had the most lackluster chicken sandwich at lunch today at the convention. The chicken sandwich, I remember the last year and the year before that, maybe even the year before that, it was tremendous. It was worth the money. And this chicken sandwich was definitely not. I did complain about it. It was fine. I ate it, but wasn't thrilled. Um, so yeah, you can't bat 1,000 every day, and I felt like I batted pretty close to that just because of the two awesome games I ran. My time's gonna run out. I see it now, and I gotta wrap this shit up. I'll make another video. I got one more game tomorrow, so probably after that, I'll before I come home. Or no, tomorrow's Saturday. I got a whole rest of the day, and then I come home on Sunday. So there'll be a video, maybe two, after this. I bought a couple things too. Nothing much, but like a book and a couple things of dice. Yeah, and I sold some more books, so that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry, and I'm here in my room. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna go to bed in probably an hour and maybe an hour and a half, and do it all again tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get some nice sleep, so I'm well rested. I can run a great game. Okay, have a good one.